Hi everyone, welcome to a quick flip through of my 2021 December Daily album. For 2021 I chose the Ali Edwards 10x8 album, which was a new inclusion into the product range, and I thought I'd give it a go. I usually do 6x8 albums. I did do a 4x4 one year using the Kids Kit album that was designed by Brandy Kincaid for Ali Edwards. So I chose the grey album. I had a really fun time playing with it, the different size and printing really large scale photos I enjoyed. And so I think I'm going to do it again this year. So I've purchased the Santa 10x8 album from Ali's collection. So I'm looking forward to that. So I started off my album using the large felt numbers. For 21, I added a Tim Holtz metal circle here and a star brad from my collection. I popped that on top of some star acetate there from scrapbook.com, which is still in stock on scrapbook.com as well. For my calendar, I created my own on some vellum. I really love how this turned out. I used a digital stamp, I believe from Ali, one of Ali's kits, or it might have been a Feed Your Craft or In a Creative Bubble, one of the three. I paired that with some little houses. These are all clear stickers from the American Crafts Busy Sidewalk collection, and I love how that turned out. I included my reason why on a little tag that I created. I used some digital stamps from Ali as well as In a Creative Bubble, and then put those through my ink machine. Day one was a story about my daughter's first Christmas box, which I had eagerly awaited taking this photo of. I love how it turned out. For the number, I used one of Ali's felt white numbers with the gold thread from a previous year's release. Added one of the canvas word strips from this year, or from 2021, and a little gold star. For my journaling, I added this little pull-out, gold foiled the title, and then just added my journaling on there. I like how it looks like it's coming out from behind one of the books. Day two was a story of our Christmas tree. I added this large full page photo, and this page over here was inspired by one that Pam Baldwin had done. I'm not sure, I think it was for one of the product play classes one year. And it's a little flip out here. We've got 3 new ornaments that we purchased, some ribbon, journaling, a little puffy sticker from American Crafts, and then 2 additional photos, as well as another word strip in canvas and a gold 2 from past year. This is also, I'm pretty sure, an Ali Edwards card, 3x4 card, and another photo. For day 3, I did the story of the 3 of us, since it is our first official Christmas as a family of 3. My daughter was born on Christmas Eve 2020, so that one I don't think really counted as her first Christmas, so I went all out this year. I created these little tags for the 3 of us, and on the back they have some prompts for the things, favourite things, favourite Christmas treat, and a favourite memory as well. I just made a little acetate pocket and hand stitched it on around the edge. This vellum was from the Merry Days collection from American Crafts, and the little banner, I think maybe Pink Fresh, not 100% sure. I used another felt 3, one of the Merry and Bright fabric stickers from Ali's 2021 kit, and then a photo of the 3 of us. Day 4 was my daughter's birthday party. We held it earlier in December since, Christmas Eve isn't the most practical day to be having a birthday party. I included her invitation with the number 4 from Felicity Jane. These are actually really similar to the ones that Ali has released this year. And I created this grid page using my ink machine and just Microsoft Word, based on one of the ones that was in the paper pack from Ali in 2021. Filled it with some photos, some stickers, chipboard, another one of those fabric patches, and added my journaling as well. Really love how this page turned out. Day 5 was a foundation page that I had created with my silhouette earlier on, I'd say probably November. I created these little baubles, backed them with pattern paper, and they swiveled to show what we brought each person for Christmas that year. This one's mine, of course, it's scrapbook stamps. And I really love how this one turned out. Day 5 doesn't turn, it's just adhered down. Day 6 was just an ordinary day. My sister and I took our girls to the Giving Tree or the Wishing Tree appeal at Kmart so they could add a gift in there for children in need. I think there was something going on with my printer this year. It was nearly at the end of its life, and it's actually printed kind of yellowy green images, which I didn't notice at the time, but now that I've got my new printer, I definitely notice that the quality of these prints isn't amazing, but it's not enough to make me want to redo it. I just journaled onto a 3x4 card, added a number 6 metal piece from Tim Holtz. These wooden tags were from one of Ali's collections. I'm not sure if it was last year or the year before, and I just backed it with some paper. And this was also from Ali again. I'm not sure. I mainly used my stash this year. I just had so much that I needed to use that I didn't buy a whole lot, apart from a few big bits from Ali, the album, and a few bits from Colourcast Designs as well. So day 6. Day 7 was a letter to Santa. I really loved this acrylic piece from Colourcast Designs. I made a little embellishment tag cluster here. And then on the inside is a letter that I wrote to Santa, just asking him to make this year as special as it can be for Elsie's first Christmas. I just got this image of Santa off Google Images and backed it with some paper, some pattern paper. Day 8 was actually one of my favourite layouts from this year. I took inspiration from one of Pam Baldwin's product play classroom ideas, and this is actually inspired one of the papers in this year's collection as well, that has a series of tags on there. So I just paired that with the big felt 8, and I cut out all the Christmas movies I had watched for the year, well, I had intended as well to watch, into tag shapes, and arranged them on here. And I added this little one here as an interactive element. I gold foiled the title, added my journaling, and added this holiday movies piece from Colourcast Designs. I just hand stitched around the outside just to make the tag pop a little bit more. And these little stars are from Felicity Jane. Love this page. Day 9 was about our wrapping paper. I used another Colourcast Design piece for Wrapped with Love, a felt number, as well as a star from my stash. And when I had laid out this photo to take, I added the stars on there, and I purposely left a big space that I could add my journaling into. And I'm not sure if you can notice here as well, the quality of my ink. Well, and I don't know if the photo paper as well has started to bleed a little bit of a yellowy colour. Again, not enough to make me change it, but it's definitely something I notice now after almost a year. Day 10 was a story about my daughter Elsie using a fork for the first time. So I've got a series of photos here. This layout was inspired by a very talented Instagrammer who I follow, and I can't for the life of me remember her name. I'm pretty sure it's in a different language, so that may be why I can't remember, but I will definitely link her below because she inspired this page with a layout of her own daughter. So added my journaling in one of the 10x8 page protectors. This number 10 was gifted to me by the lovely Amanda Zampelli last year, so I added that in to number 10. I love the rose gold, how it plays off the pinks. Added a little shaker pocket, and down here I created a QR code that can be scanned to watch a video of her using the fork for the first time. On the back was just a filler story, just talking about how our town wasn't very Christmassy this year, that we were having to make a bit of our own magic, and looking at the little bits of life that are making us happy at the moment. I just added this quote that I found on Google and added some stars in the number 11. Day 12 was a story of things I'm loving right now, inspired by a layout that Ali did using the little window cards. I made these myself just with scrap paper or paper from my stash, and it's just got a little photo and inside what I'm enjoying. So receiving Christmas cards, the new Sex and the City series, chocolate, and behind this one it just says things I'm loving right now. I did that on acetate, and then through there, another page inspired by a wonderful scrapbooker. This is from Laura Wanzig. I saw that she had a full page picture of her daughter's Christmas books arranged in a little kind of like a Christmas tree shape. So I took inspiration from that for another filler story. I did my journaling on vellum. I ran the title through my ink machine, and that was an easy story for day 13. Day 14 was a story of my partner's, the video game he plays online was very Christmassy, and they had a heap of Christmas elements happening. So I just printed out some screenshots, added some stickers and some journaling of the little Christmas elements that were in the game. Another day I just didn't have a big story to tell, so I was looking for something to add in there. I created this little gold foil ho 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 speech bubble myself and ran that through my Mink. The fa la la tag was from a past Ali Edwards collection. Day 15 was the story of the Christmas mouse. This little mouse managed to find his way under the Christmas tree, and we found out because my cat and dog were digging furiously under there through the presents. We managed to get him outside and save him from being a nice meal for the cat. I had seen Amy Gretchen do this kind of cutout on vellum in one of her albums, and I really liked it. So I just printed a picture of the tree in vellum and then hole punched this little circle out of there so you can see the mouse, which is an image I just found on Google. Day 16 was about watching the new season of The Witcher, which had come out on December 17th, but I needed a filler story. I'm not really hung up on having everything documented on the day that it happened. I'm more of a 25 stories scrapbooker as opposed to a story from each day. So I just Googled this photo. These are from Colourcast Design, Tim Holtz and Ali Edwards, I want to say. And again, over here, Colourcast Designs, Oh What Fun. I created a little pocket using acetate and just double-sided tape that could house my journaling. It's in there. And you just pull that out. I also cut a little notch out with my circle punch. Day 17 was a story of our Kris Kringle lunch at work. Very simple spread. This was all done digitally. Added some stickers on here, the number 17 and chipboard. Again, you can see that there's that kind of greeny tinge to the black and white photos. That hopefully won't be an issue this year with my new printer. Day 18 was the story of baking gingerbread cookies. This 18 was from Ali's kit in Ali's collection from 2021. This one, Fave Christmas Cookies, was from Colourcast Designs, and this little guy was just a Merry Day sticker that I popped on there. And then inside, I have a series of tags that are photographs, double-sided photographs of the day. And on one of them, I was supposed to add a tag that has the recipe for the gingerbread cookies that we use every year, and that's still sitting on my craft desk waiting for me to run through the Mink machine so that then I can add it in here. I just created this pocket by folding the vellum around the back and using double-sided sticky tape. And this paper here, the Nutcrackers, was from, is it Sayin Designs digital collection from 2021. That's super cute. Day 19, another digital hybrid layout. So I've just done the photo, added on a digital sticker or stamp, and then added my journaling. This little guy is super cute from Colourcast Designs, number 19, and then a gold star around. Day 20, I actually didn't add a number to, but I need to go back and do that. I just broke it up a little bit by adding this transparency star print, and then it's a story of Christmases past. So it's a photograph, an old one. So it's a photograph of a photograph of my sister and I in front of our Christmas tree. And then I've just added some journaling in here in the form of a letter to my mum, who passed in 2017, but absolutely loved Christmas. On the back of that, I put our Santa photo. I actually hate this photo. It's more so the quality. They were very dark, and I couldn't do much in terms of editing it to lighten it up. I tried, but just had to end up leaving it as it was. I also hate that Santa's got a mask on. I wish for Elsie's first Santa photo, it was a bit more personal, that she could have at least sat on his lap, but at least we got one. I added some journaling in a 3x8 pocket over here with some elements from Colour Cast Designs. On the back of that is the story of a very close friend of mine being super generous and coming to my house to play Christmas carols for Elsie and a couple of our friends, since there was nothing happening in our town that year. I just added some vellum that I printed onto. It's just a very muted Christmas pattern, and then added a little collage of photos from the day. The Joy to the World is an old piece from an alley kit, and then these gold stars and the number 22. Day 23, ordinary day, was a story of Elsie playing with her cousins on the trampoline. I loved how much she was interacting with them. Now that she was kind of on the move, she was able to play with them a bit more. Day 24, as I said, is my daughter's birthday. So I just added this little separator here, number 24 from Felicity Jane. A few photos, shaker pocket there. And then lifting up a little acetate heart with us on top. Didn't feel like I needed a story for this day. I think the photos were enough. And then day 25, Christmas Day, I started with this full page photo. I think this Santa tag was just from Target or Kmart. Added some twine and a gold star. I used these tags from a previous kit just to add my journaling on for the day and the number. This was a pocket page that I cut down from a bigger, might have been a, what's this for? That's like a 7, might have been like a 12, it might have been a 12 by 12, but I've just cut it down to be what I need. Again, some more journaling on the tags on the back and a photo collage there with the puffy Christmas. And then lastly, I added a quote that I found on the internet that I really liked that would finish up my album for 2021. I hope you enjoyed the flip through and maybe be inspired by some of the layouts. I cannot wait to get started on my 2022 album and see what everyone's making. Thanks for watching.